Hey guys, it's Jamie again out at Seven Sands Farm. You can see from the scenery out here, sitting out in the woods with the pigs, been checking on everybody. Mama's doing great, still a great mother. The piglets are doing great, and we've got another pig that is due this weekend, if she makes it. So her vulva's extremely swollen, and she's starting to produce a little bit of milk, but I'm thinking the problem with that is that Barbie's babies, or Barbie's piglets, are trying to nurse on her. So I saw Rudolph is the name we've given the other pig, the red and white one. I saw her lay down just like she was getting ready to nurse, and the other piglets are trying to see if she has milk. So the problem with that, it wouldn't be a big deal, but if she gets drained of all her colostrum before her piglets are born, yeah, they'll get milk, but they won't get that much needed colostrum that, you know, every animal needs to kind of get off to that great start. Hey, Barbie. Woo, thank you. Barbie says hey. She slings mud all over us. But anyhow, probably not this afternoon. I think it might be a little early, but maybe tomorrow afternoon. I've taken three 16-foot pig panels, and around the hay bale that I put out for them, I've kind of built just a little pen. And I think what I'll do is feed Barbie in there and feed Rudolph in there and put her in there. And then that way she can have her piglets. They won't be bothered. And mainly just to keep her from losing all her colostrum. Because if she comes in the milk a couple of days before delivering, she'll allow those other piglets to take all the colostrum. I can tell she's already laying down for them just like they're hers. She walked up to them and smelled of them and nosed them around and just laid down. And then they started to try to see if she could nurse. So. Right, so it's almost like she's calling those piglets as her own. And it would be okay if hers had had time to, so you can see she's not delivered. And these are Barbie's pigs. And Rudolph is going to try to take care of them. And see, they're already trying to nurse on her. And that's just not going to work. They're going to take the colostrum away from her piglets. And that just, so I'm going to leave her, of course, on pasture, but just put her in her own little pen for 3 to 4 days. Let her have the piglets outside in that 16 by 16 pen. Then we'll turn her out and her piglets out after 2 or 3 days of birth when they've got good colostrum and go on from there. Okay, so Rudolph is laid down, and I'm gonna go back and work on getting the feed in that little cage area. I'll show you a picture of it. I'll take some video of the little cage I've built. See if we can get, maybe get everybody in there and then move them out and keep her in. So it's around the hay bale, it's where they sleep at night, so maybe she'll come on down there, but she's just absolutely miserable. So I don't know, see how it goes. So I tried to push her in that pen earlier and she didn't like that, so I think I'm just gonna have to go away, leave everybody alone, and give her time, get everybody caught back up in there. She's got a bad foot that's hurting her, so I don't know. See? Can you see that piglet already trying to nurse there? Well, he's quit now. There ain't a lot of milk in there, of course, or they would stay, but Here's my boar. A lot of people talk about whether to leave the boar in or not leave the boar in. I've read so much that they make good mothers or good caregivers. I shouldn't say mothers, but he's done amazing. He's been very patient. He lets the little ones eat out of the same bowl, everything. So with this boar, I've made the right decision. With your boar, maybe not, I don't know. But we're gonna go and give Barbie a little time, and maybe she'll come down this afternoon and back into the hay and the feed. I really want to get her caught up down there. All right, so let's go down here and look at the actual pen that I've built. So it's really just a quick makeshift. All right. So around here, that's a 16-foot pig panel. This is a 16-foot. I've kind of bent around the back side of what's left of that hay bale so that some of our other ones can still use this outside. And I've used some twine to tie this side, this 16-foot panel here. And then all I have to do is just when I get them in there, and I've lined those feed bowls up in the back, I did have them sitting all out, and I apologize for the way this looks, but after almost 4 inches of rain last week, it still hadn't dried up well, but it is what it is. So I will take this panel, and then I can just walk it closed here, and then I'll have sort of a, you can see sort of a weird oblong diamond shape. I'm gonna go get a couple of square bales of hay too and put in there. And if they're calling for any rain, I've got a tarp that I'm gonna put over one little corner just to give her room to get out of the rain since she won't have the woods. I just think this is the best thing to do. So this is what we're gonna do. So hang with us and let's see if we can get her in there. Big old Berkshire girl there that we tried some trading on. So this is the pen we have her in. Just trying to keep that colostrum for her babies. 2-3 days, and then she can have them here, and this should be good. Leave them in here for 2 or 3 days. Let her get them all nursed up, and then they can all co-nurse and do what they want to. Oh, the little ones have woke up. So now that we have her in there, taken care of, and things going good, and she can just kind of relax for the next 2 or 3 days, because I really think she's very miserable. We'll just keep an eye on her, keep water in there, keep her fed, keep some hay in there for her to nest with, and just keep an eye on her. Wait on those babies to come. She is AI'd with a Duroc, so they should have some red babies in that bunch. Who knows though, the other ones I thought would all be black and white, with the mom and the dad both being black and white, but we ended up with all kinds of colors. So kind of excited to see what we'll get out of them. I know the piglets are looking good, but so if you're liking this content, if I'm helping you out at all, or if you would just go down there and hit that like button for us, it sure helps us out with YouTube. Kind of helps that algorithm out, helps them put us out in front of more people so more people can see this homestead or small farm content. So as always, we sure do appreciate it. And hey, we'll do it all again tomorrow.